Manglona, Tomas, what's going on?
Yeah, we got our daily question today. We asked, what are your thoughts on the governor traveling to New York City to meet with ratings agencies? We got a lot of comments on this, Chris and
No
Bree.
way.
Wanted to share on our Instagram. Someone writing, why can't they do a Zoom meeting? Question mark.
Oh.
Someone asking that. Another commenter saying, I'm sure there is an agenda to these trips. Does it really benefit Guam? Uh, More on our Instagram. Someone writes here, waste of money, vacation on taxpayers' money. Another commenter writing right after that, waste of money for her and her staff. They can use technology. Over on our Facebook page, one of our top fans, Rosemary Laguatnia, writes, unfortunately, it sounds like another plan that the public is not privy to. This behavior is the norm for this administration.
I love Rosemary.
And over on our Facebook page, another commenter writing, obviously a waste of money and something that could have been done online. She's pushing for us through this pandemic. She's punishing us through this pandemic. Very different from pushing. She's punishing us through this pandemic, but can gallivant off to a state that's still in the top 10 in cases. Why? Oh, that's right. Free trip, chance to shop and eat out. And hopping over to our Instagram direct messages, this person writing could have been a Teams meeting. I think that means Microsoft Teams. And on our Instagram messaging us, this is not the right time. So that's just some of the dozens of comments that we got
There was
over on our Instagram page.
something I saw last night, Tomas, on the governor's Instagram. She had posted it was a cute little story post that said she went on a date night with the first gentleman, Jeff Cook. And I don't know if they went to go see Tina Turner or something, but it was on the IG story.
Wow.
And then there was also a post on her Instagram because, I agree with that comment from Rosemary that said that it seems like there's a plan that the public's not really privy to. And they didn't really release much on this trip, but the governor did have a Instagram post here on her Instagram. It's a picture of her. I think I see Lester Carlson. Anyway, it says here, quote, 2 years ago I sat in front of you and I told you I was going to clean up Guam's finances. Today I'm here to show you how, through fiscal discipline, our deficit has been eliminated and our finances are on stable footing despite experiencing a pandemic for nearly 2 years. So that's what's going on.
Yeah, lots of our followers on our social media pages wondering why it wasn't just over Zoom or Teams like everyone else, I guess.
You can't go see Tina Turner on the Zoom, Tomas.
Oh, okay.
No,
just
I mean,
sharing
I
some
get
of
it,
those
yeah.
comments. I mean, lots of people wanting to see an agenda, I guess. And so maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll get that later.
Yeah, and there wasn't anything that was put out before the trip, but again, there was a Facebook post from the governor's office that said, you saw this, right? It basically said that better ratings equals lower interest rates equals more money for the people of Guam. And so I guess that was the explanation for the ratings agencies meetings. Got it?
Yeah, another equation, I guess.
Yeah. It's 8:47. Pacific Matters, bro.
Yeah, that's another episode airing tonight. Like we shared, we have Sheila Babata on the show and Bonnie Cruz, both who got to meet some former and current presidents and advocate on some issues. And Chris also wanted to share something that we started today on our digital team. Vic and I are starting every Monday. We're doing it might sound familiar to you. It's called Starting Lineup. But it's just to look back at the top stories of the week as we look ahead to another busy week of news. And so every Monday in the morning, if you're busy and you just want to get caught up in on the big headlines on Guam, in the CNMI, and in the Pacific, we'll have those news bites for you every Monday. Vic and I will be putting that out with really what you need to know to get your day started and your week going. So you can look forward to that across our social media pages.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
And then we're getting Representative Tina Sablon this morning,
her
9:30.
first interview out the gate. And so she'll be joining us in just a bit. You can wait for that. And a lot of people wondering who her lieutenant governor will be. After her interview, we would have had 2 of the 3 gubernatorial candidates on the show. Obviously, waiting to hear back from sitting Governor Ralph Torres.
Right. We did put out the ask, right? Several. There's been a few.
I feel like I've been asking since 2017, Chris. I mean, outside of the Friday press conferences are accessible and you get to ask your question, but it is different sitting on the link for 30 minutes or so.
I mean, you should be grateful for that. You get a press conference every Friday in the CNMI. The governor has a press conference.
Yes, and he addresses the questions you ask.
Yeah,
so
that's a lot. That's a big deal.
It is. But it's not the link.
It's not the link. You're right. It's not quite the link. But we'd love to get him on, and we did put out the ask, so we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
All right. 8:49. That's Tomas Manglona from the KUAM news team. Let's go ahead and get into the news in Chamorro, which is brought to you by First Hawaiian Bank and presented by our good friend Uncle Ken Conception. Again, it is 8:49.